for the Stalling family, we had there were 6 kids, so it's a family unit of 8. And my dad, if we could catch it out of the water or shoot it out of the sky, or if it was vaguely within the game laws, it went in the freezer for consumption at a later date. And I'm like I say, I'm not saying that Dad broke the game laws, but he sure knew how to investigate the gray areas. You know what I mean? And so it's just weird. I learned it was only years later. My father had this strange reverence for the sandhill cranes, and he was fascinated by these birds. And anytime he saw them, he would stop the truck and he would point them out. And they'd come through Zavala County, kind of November, December, January as they migrated. And but we weren't allowed to shoot them. And I didn't know until years later that they are a game bird and, as a matter of fact, really delicious. And so it doesn't square with what I know of my father and his desire to feed his 6 hungry kids, that he wouldn't have put those birds in a freezer bag. But he didn't, for some reason. I still, to this day, I never thought to ask him, because I didn't know until years later that they're the ribeye in the sky. So, at any rate, this is a song called The Winter Haven Waltz. Okay, goes like this. I woke to the calls, the sandhill cranes making their way in the dawn. A November night had my bedroll pulled tight. I smiled to myself at the sound. They return here every year about the same time that I do, to contemplate things and regain some strength. The cycle of life, I suppose. The Winter Haven Waltz, a dance with my thoughts that lead me where I need to be. When I'm too far away, I come back for a stay where the circle feels most complete. I remember the time while in a deer blind, when my father first showed them to me. He explained in hushed tones how far they'd flown and how far they had yet to go. Winter Haven Waltz, dance with my thoughts that lead me where I need to be. When I'm too far away, I come back for a stay where the circle feels most complete. This was my birthright, but I chose to take flight. Why, oh, why did I roll? baby, tonight my memories and I will try the local beer joint in town, shoot a few games of pool, and dance with girls who smile as I ramble on. Out the Winter Haven Waltz, dance with my thoughts, could lead me where I need to be. When I'm too far away, I come back for a stay where the circle is most complete, where the circle is most complete. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. This is called Traveling Light. Blaring sun at midday makes it hard to see the road. A lot of miles since last night, and a whole lot more to go. The brightness has me blinking, and the whole thing's got me thinking on the price of the life of travel. Trying to live up to the words that some old writer felt. Spend your youth before you die, don't outlive yourself. Lord, that gets expensive on troubadours and minstrels. It's the price of a life of travel and life. The price of life, I guess. The price of life, I guess. The price of life of travel and life. I'd like to lay my head down, girl, gently in your lap, and let you stroke my hair as I take a nap. You could hum a lover's tune underneath your breath, and I can almost see your face, but I ain't there yet. And I have lost my mind before, lost my heart a few times for sure. Lost my way, but I've never lost my keys. And I tell you this for starters, ships ain't built for harbors. It's the price of a life of travel and life. The price of life, I guess. The price of life, I guess. The price of life of travel and life. I got friends who cannot read, and I've got friends with PhDs, and everything there is in between. And I wouldn't trade a single one the last we've had. The beers we've drunk, man, that don't need friends, he ain't no friend to me. Well, I got friends from there to here, the payoff from all of these rambling years. If friends were gold, I'd be a king, I guess. Friendship Friendships better than gold or crowns. Having a bunch wanna weigh you down. It's the price of a life of travel and life. Price of life, I guess. Price of life, I guess. Price of life of travel and life. Just travel and life. Town to town, city to city, village to village, burg to burg, hamlet to hamlet. Tonight we find ourselves right here in the downtown high-rise entertainment district of Kenney, Texas, ladies and gentlemen. The epicenter, ground zero for live music in Kenney, Texas, don't you know? Never been happier to be here. Heather on the fiddle. Thank you. Another piece of new material that we just recorded. We're looking forward to putting this out, and it's in keeping with our circle theme. I don't know if y'all have, it's a weird thing that we came up with a few years ago. We're going to do all this stuff about circles. And so this next song is not something that Heather or I wrote. This is by one of our favorite singer-songwriters, and I hope you recognize it. But we've got it recorded, and we're hoping to get it out relatively soon. And he attended the fine institution just up the road here, off of Highway 6. Hopefully you'll recognize it. Goes a little something like this. Ready? First of the month brings back the notion of a big round white dance hall in a cool summer night. Red cherub faces set black shoes in motion to the pa-pa rhythm of a German delight. I tried hard to tell you I was no kind of dancer, taking my hand to prove I was wrong. Guided me gently, though I thought I could never. We were dancing together at the end of the song. And a taut little ball band like a German war hero would buck some old matrons to a quick John Paul Jones. Drapes of crepe paper and a ball made of mirror cast shiny reflections on a brass slide trombone. Tried hard to tell tell you I was no kind of dancer, taking my hand to prove I was wrong. Guided me gently, though I thought I could never. We were dancing together at the end of the song. Was still dancing with his phantom partner, though the band had quit playing at the evening's end. Made me feel lucky that I had a partner to teach me the dance steps and come back again. And I tried hard to tell you I was no kind of dancer, taking my hand to prove I was wrong. Guided me gently, though I thought I could never. We were dancing together at the end of the song. And I tried hard to tell you, taking my hand to prove I was wrong. Guided me gently, though I thought I could never. We were dancing together at the end of the song. Okay, so that was a Robert Earl Keen song for those of you who are scoring at the house. Let's do this one and then we'll do Rusty Woodland's request. This is called I Ain't Drinking Alone. I'm on the phone with my brother. Darling, I recognize that glare in your eyes when I'm about to get the business. But before you complain, please let me explain. I think you'll understand my position. You've read all those books, and I know your looks. You think people who drink solo have problems, but I ain't drinking alone. I'm on the phone with my brother. Now my brother, it seems, is as confounded as me by the art, the marital tradition. And so we drink and we dial and shoot the breeze for a while. Heck, it's just like we were out fishing. And it's well after 9, it don't cost us a dime. We think it's an elegant solution. We ain't drinking alone. We're on the phone with our brother. And the good news is I'm right here for you, as close as a garage. The kegerator and me and AT&T and my brother, if you'd like to say hello. I ain't drinking alone. On the phone with my brother. You are my spouse, you got some rules for our house, and I sure do respect your decisions. But if you just calm down, you'll see that I found a loophole in the social condition. Well, I love beer and I love you, not necessarily in that order. I ain't drinking alone. I'm on the phone with my brother. And the good news is I'm right here here for you as close as a garage. The kegerator and me and AT&T and my brother, if you'd like to say hello. You wouldn't hear me complain if you did the same. Get some wine and go call your sister. I ain't drinking alone. I'm on the phone with my brother. All right, thanks a lot.